This video tutorial I will explain what is the difference between SNS and SQS. SNS is nothing but simple notification service. SQS is nothing but simple queue service. Both SNS and SQS are services from Amazon Web Services. They are used to help applications talk to each other, especially when sending messages or data from one system to another system. But they work in different ways. Here you can see the diagram of simple notification service or SNS. Here you can see three participants: publisher, SNS topic, and subscribers. Publisher publish a message or event to SNS topic, and SNS topic notify all the subscribers. Subscribers can be email, SMS, or applications. What is SNS? SNS stands for Simple Notification Service. SNS is nothing but publish subscribe system. One system sends or publishes a message. There can be multiple receivers. Many other systems can receive to that message at the same time. SNS supports one-to-many. Like social media, one message goes to many receivers. For example, when you post a photo on social media, all your followers get notifications. That is like SNS. One message goes to many receivers. Here you can see AWS SQS data flow diagram. In this diagram, there are three participants: producers, SQS queue, and consumers. Producers send a message to the SQS queue, and consumer consume message from the SQS queue one by one. What is SQS? SQS stands for Simple Queue Service. SQS is nothing but message queue system. Messages are organized in a structured system. Messages are put in a queue or a waiting line. Other systems take messages from the queue one at a time. For example, think of a customer service center. Calls come in and calls are placed in the queue. Each support agent takes one call at a time. That is like SQS. Messages are handled one by one. What are the key differences between SNS and SQS? Full form of SNS is Simple Notification Service. Full form of SQS is Simple Queue Service. Message model of SNS is Publish Subscribe. Message model of SQS is queue, which is nothing but first in, first out. Receivers. In case of SNS, many can receive the same message. Receivers. In case of SQS, one message goes to one receiver. Use case of SNS is send updates or alerts to many. Use case of SQS is handle task or work items in order. SNS is real time and send messages immediately. SQS is not real time, messages are processed slowly. Delivery method of SNS is push. SNS pushes messages to others. Delivery method of SQS is pull. SQS waits for someone to pull it. When to use SNS? Use SNS when you want to send a message to many systems or users at once. For example, sending alerts to multiple apps, notifying different services at the same time. When to use SQS? Use SQS when you want to process tasks one by one in the right order. For example, handling customers' orders, processing image uploads, running background jobs. Now we will see the summary. AWS messaging services are tools for application communication. SNS send one message to many receivers. SQS send many messages to be handled one by one. Both are great tools, and your choice depends on how your app needs to handle messages. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please click on like button and please subscribe to my channel. You can get Java source code and PowerPoint presentation for each and every video. That you can see it in the description section of the video. Click on show more, and here you can see the description, and here you can see the links to download source code and PowerPoint presentation.